Hello everyone. So in this video, we will be looking into another chapter, that is string handling. So before starting this chapter, I would like to introduce you briefly about string. So string is simple combinations or sequence of more than one characters. Character in the sense character can be letter, character can be a number, character can be some simple space, and character can also be some special characters like at the rate, hash, ampersand sign, dollar sign, etc. So when more than one character we have to store, then we have to make use of string data type. So string can store letters, numbers and combinations of these characters. So this is what all about string which I explained you. And the most important thing about string is the string objects that we create are read only, or we can say immutable. Read only or immutable means that string, when it is created, that particular string cannot be changed anytime. Like if example, I am taking object of string class and I am giving some value as ABC. This means we have created object of string class whose value is ABC. But actually this is not the value of string S. Whenever we create object of string, a memory is created where ABC would be stored, and this string S, this string object S will start pointing to this value. So this is how string value is represented. If we change the string S equals to XYZ, then what does this mean? This simply shows that we are changing the value of S object of string class, but actually we are not changing the value of string object. We are simply changing the direction where S points. When we write this statement, a new memory having value as XYZ would be created, and this would be unlinked, and this S now starts pointing to XYZ. So in this way, we are saying that string objects are read only or immutable. The value of the strings which is there we cannot change. This simply indicates we are changing the pointer of S in the memory location. So this was all about meaning or what is string and how does it work. And string class is a member of java.lang package which contains more than 60 and 13 constructors. Next, we will be looking in some commonly used methods whenever we perform actions over string. So first, we will start with trim method. This first indicates the return type of this method. So trim is having return type as string. So whenever we apply trim on any string like A, B and C, then what trim will do? It will remove any white spaces present inside the string at the start and at the end of the string. String to lowercase. If we use this method, all the characters present inside the string would be converted to lowercase. If this is my string and I am using two lowercase, then my output of this would be A, B and C. Here the output would be A, B, C. To uppercase, when we use this, then all the characters present inside string would be converted to uppercase, generally for all the English alphabets that we have. So output of this would be A, B and capital C along with two white spaces. Int length. When we use length method, then the number of characters present inside the string will give us the value of length. So inside this string we have total 5 characters. So the length method will give us value as 5, and you can see that the return type is int, so it will give us 5. Remember, always the same case as array, the index of string will start from 0. So this white space has index as 0, A has index of 1, B has index of 2, C has index of 3 and last white space has index of 4. So this is same concept that of arrays. Next we go to character at. This will return us value of character. For this we have to give some value as parameters for this method. So we have to give value of index of this particular string. If value is 1, then output would be single quotes A. If my value of parameter is 4, then simple, the value would be simple white space. Index of. Index of, when we give inside this, we have to give value of character. So when we give value of character, then it will return us the value of the first character that is present inside the string. If we give value of A, then it will give us the value as 1. String concat. This is used to join two strings. You know that we use plus operator to concat two strings. So that is same case of concat function. It will simply join two or more strings that we give as argument inside this method. Boolean equals. When we use this method will help us to compare two strings whether those two strings are equal or not. If we take example as ABC and ABC, so by default we know that these two strings are not equal. It will give us value as false. But if we are comparing ABC with ABC, in some another variable we are using ABC, then this would give us the value as true. Now what if we don't want to check for this equality of the cases, like ABC and ABC, the values are same. The only difference is this is in uppercase and this is in lowercase. So for that we have to make use of equals ignore case. This method will help us to ignore the cases that are present inside our string. So for these two values, it will give us the value as true only. So whenever we have to compare two strings and we don't want that upper cases and lower cases should matter, then we have to make use of equals ignore case. Next we have compare to. Compare to is again used to compare two strings, but in this it will return us the value in integer form. Like it will find the difference between the ASCII values of the two strings. if I use ABC dot compare to ABC. So first of all, it will check whether the length of these two strings are equal. If length are unequal, then it will simply give the value as difference between these two values of length. If the values of length is same, then it will check for the ASCII value of capital A, which is 65, and of small a, that is 97. This will simply find the difference between these two and return the output in int form. So this is another method using which we can compare two strings. Similarly, we have compare to ignore case. When we don't want that uppercase and lowercase should interfere, then we have to make use of compare to ignore case, same as we did for this. The same thing we have to apply for compare to method. Next we have is replace string. When we make use of replace method, then the old character that is present inside the string would be completely replaced by the new character that we have given. Say if my string is app and I want to replace A with B. So I will write A, comma, B. So A would be replaced by B for all the occurrences of A character would be replaced by B. Next we have substring int begin index. So this will find the substring, or we can say the smaller part of our original string. Let's say if we have string as comp and we are calculating substring and we are giving our beginning index as 2, then C is having 0 index, O is having 1, M is having 2 and P is having 3. So we are giving that begin index is 2. So the substring will start from second index and it will go up till the last index. So output of this would be MP. It will go up to very last character that is present inside the string. Next we have substring where begin and end like two parameters are given inside the method. If we are giving value as 1 and 3, then the substring would start from 1, but it would go 1 less than the value of last index. If I take example of this, then my substring will start from 1, but it will not go up to 3, it will go up to 1 less than 3, that is 2. So if I apply substring of 1 comma 3, then my output would be OM. Next we have starts with. This method is used to check whether my given string is starting from a particular small string. If I have to give example, then computer dot starts with com. I am asking computer dot starts with com. So whether this string is at the start of my this string. So com is definitely present at the first 3 index. So this will give us value as true. If I give value as xom, then this will give us value as false. This is the same case with ends with. The substring that we are giving inside the parameter, this will check whether this sequence of characters are present at end of this string. If it is true, then this will give us true, else it will give us false. And remember, this is case sensitive. Starts with and ends with both are case sensitive, so it will check whether both the cases are same or not. If it is not same, it will give false result. Now index of we already saw above, but we have another string str. So if we give the parameter in form of string, then it will give us the index from which this smaller string starts. Similarly, this is the last index of, so this will give us the last index of the last occurrence of that particular character that is there inside our string. If I have to give example of app dot last index of p, then this would give us value as 2 because p's last index is 2, and if index of case is there, then it will give us value of 1. Similarly is the case of string. If I write app dot last index of double p, then this will give us the value as 1 because this double p is starting from first index. So this was all about the common methods that are used in strings and based on whom the programs are asked in board exam. If you have any other questions related to this video, then you can definitely ask your questions in comment section. And if you have any other questions from 1 to 7 chapters programs that you are not able to solve, then you can definitely send your questions on my mail ID. That's it for this one. See you in the next video.